all of the time. Once you start dialysis, can you come off of it, or is it forever? Well, here are my 3 standard statement answers. It's rare, it's complicated, but it is sometimes possible. Let's dive into the science and see what separates fact from fiction. Thanks so much for watching. Today I'm Dr. Blake Schusterman. I'm a board-certified kidney doctor and I'm also the cooking doc. Remember, everything we talk about here today is just for information only. This is not medical advice. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share so you never miss a new episode or a new health tip. So to understand whether someone has a chance of coming off of dialysis, you first have to understand the difference between acute kidney injury, chronic kidney disease, and end-stage kidney disease. And really, any medical term that has the word end in it, that should be abolished right now. Am I right? I don't like that one. Anyways, acute kidney injury is a sudden loss of kidney function that can be caused by things like severe infections, surgeries.
Who's coming in the driveway?
Autoimmune diseases like vasculitis or lupus, also things like dehydration or certain medications. The key to acute kidney injury is it is sudden. So you're going along with kidney function that is okay, and then boom, all of a sudden those kidneys have trouble filtering. That's acute kidney injury. Now, if that acute kidney injury is severe enough, it can lead a person to needing dialysis. This mainly happens when someone is in the hospital. And because this damage is acute or sudden, it is often not permanent. So acute kidney injury can get better. And with treatments and time, the kidneys can sometimes recover fully. And in that case, a person can come off dialysis. We'll dig more into that later. By the way, how do you like my new fireside chat setting here? Trying something different. Comment. Let me know what you think. Next, let's talk about chronic kidney disease. So on the other hand, chronic kidney disease is a long-term progressive condition. Think of it as kind of the marathon of kidney problems. This is something that doesn't happen overnight. It often takes decades before it gets severe, and it rarely gets better. And over time, that chronic kidney disease can progress through stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lead to end-stage kidney disease, or ESKD. There's that dreaded end word again. And if that happens, that's when dialysis or kidney transplant becomes necessary to keep someone out of the hospital, or to put it bluntly, to keep them alive. The crucial difference here is AKI versus CKD, so recovery is often possible with acute kidney injury. For chronic kidney disease, for reasons that we'll get into in a few minutes, the damage is usually permanent. So let's dive a little deeper and see where you fit in along this spectrum, and if it's possible that someone in your situation may actually be able to come off dialysis, or if you should put your hopes somewhere else. So when someone reaches the end stage of kidney disease, the kidneys have lost about 85 to 95% of their function. So essentially dialysis becomes life support for the kidneys, filtering out those extra toxins and the extra fluid that your kidneys can't handle anymore. So you may have side effects from that extra fluid, like swelling or trouble breathing, or things like itching and nausea, vomiting, and fatigue from all those toxins. That's end-stage kidney disease, and here is the hard truth. Less than 5% of people with end-stage kidney disease, not acute kidney injury, but end-stage kidney disease, are able to stop dialysis after starting. That's only about 4 or 5 people out of 100. So if that's you, I'm thrilled for you. But if you're one of those people that is not going to be able to come off dialysis, there are other reasons for hope, and we'll get into that for a few minutes. I don't want you to give up your hope if you're not going to get better. I just want to make sure that you're focusing your hope on the things that are actually possible. So why is that number so low for people with end-stage kidney disease? Number one, the damage is permanent. By the time you're on dialysis due to worsening chronic kidney disease, the filtering structures in the kidneys, and you're born with 2 million of them, but when you're on dialysis, when you have end-stage kidney disease, they're so damaged, those filters, that they can't get better. Number two, other diseases impact the body. Conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure, which often cause this kidney failure or kidney disease, can continue to impact the kidneys even after somebody is on dialysis. Things like heart failure can do that as well. But, and this is a big but, there are exceptions. So when actually can someone stop dialysis in acute kidney injury or that chronic kidney disease, end-stage kidney disease state? Let's start with that acute kidney injury, that AKI. So this is people who are in the hospital, Kidneys are going along okay, and then boom, something happens and those kidneys fail. And they get injured and they fail, and you need dialysis to keep you alive. So if you or someone you know is on dialysis due to that acute kidney injury, there's a good chance those kidneys will recover. And in fact, most people with AKI, acute kidney injury, not end-stage kidney disease, do recover kidney function. Here are some examples. Number one, if you have a severe infection or a sudden trauma that causes this temporary kidney failure, your kidneys may be able to regain enough function to no longer need dialysis. That injury is not permanent to the kidneys, it can recover. Number two, sometimes stopping medications that are toxic to the kidneys or reversing a blockage from the kidneys draining, that can allow the kidneys to recover. And number three, if you have an autoimmune disease or some kind of acute disease that is treated, sometimes the kidneys get so much better from that treatment that you can come off dialysis. Now, I see dozens of people each year who recover kidney function from acute kidney injury and get to a point where they can come off dialysis. In fact, last week in the hospital, I saw 4 people that were able to come off dialysis from acute kidney injury because their kidneys got better. In these cases, with proper care and monitoring and time and a little luck, people can come off dialysis and return to living without that machine.
Don't try this nighttime trick unless you actually want to piss the excess sugar out through your urine all night long. 98% of Americans don't know this, but the real reason behind blood sugar imbalance has nothing to do with eating too many carbs or sugars, like we've always been told. Instead, a study published in 2023 by Dr. John Halbert revealed that type 2 diabetes is a direct consequence of a deficiency of a single mineral in the body. This mineral directly affects the functioning of the pancreas, which produces insulin. The pancreas difficulty is that it is almost impossible to obtain this mineral from food. But Dr. Halbert discovered a new way to help your body naturally restore this mineral. A simple trick you can start using tonight to flush excess sugar out of your body through your urine in as little as 2 weeks. This solution is now clinically proven to restore healthy levels of AC in a matter of days, regardless of age or current health status. Over 112,347 people, ranging from 28 to 87 years old, have already applied this natural solution at home and reported stable blood sugar, renewed energy, and even the return of the strength to walk, play with their grandkids, and sleep better.
Unfortunately, for people with chronic kidney disease or end-stage kidney disease due to chronic medical conditions like diabetes, that is much less likely. So over the course of my 15-year career as a kidney doctor, I've probably stopped dialysis on 15 people with end-stage kidney disease who have regained enough kidney function to come off of dialysis. And these are usually people who either had a severe injury or an autoimmune disease that we had given up hope on, only to be surprised when the kidney function improved. What I haven't seen, though, is someone who had chronic kidney disease due to things like diabetes or high blood pressure, where that kidney function had slowly worsened over the course of many years, and these are mainly the people that I see in my practice over the course of 10 years. It's rare that I see them come off dialysis. In fact, that almost never happens. For these people, and if that's you, I want you to still have hope. Let's just focus that hope and focus your prayers on something that is actually possible. So instead of taking your hope and prayers and energy and help and focusing them on your kidney function getting better, send them to other things like the possibility of getting a kidney transplant. That's amazing. Or the possibility of doing dialysis at home. Or the possibility of just living a long and otherwise healthy life while you're doing dialysis. All those things are possible. And work on doing everything you can to maintain your health, whether your kidneys recover or not. Because remember, there are things that you do every day that can keep you healthy, even if you're on dialysis. From the foods that you eat, to the way you exercise, to making sure you take all your medicines, to making sure you go to your dialysis treatments, to making sure you get evaluated for a kidney transplant. So remember, all of those little things, they add up, and they can really make a difference in you in the long run to living a healthy life and a happy life, whether or not you're on dialysis or whether your kidneys are going to get better. So let's sum it up. If you're dealing with acute kidney injury, the answer is often yes, you can come off of dialysis. Very, very common. But for those people out there with chronic kidney disease and end-stage kidney disease, the chances are much less likely. The most important thing you can do is work closely with your healthcare team, advocate for your health, follow me, because the fact that you're out there looking for good information is just amazing. And remember, here at the Kidney Doc, we want to empower you to take control over your kidney health and your overall health in general. Thanks so much for watching today. I'm Dr. Blake Schusterman. I'm a board-certified kidney doctor in the Cooking Doc. Check out my new website,